Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. This is our daily lectionary readings for Saturday, March 11th, 2023, as we prepare for what we're going to be hearing and seeing in church on Sunday. Psalm 95, once again, is going to be our psalm reading. Exodus 16, 27 through 35 is going to be our Old Testament reading. Yes, we're continuing on in the story of Exodus. And then our gospel reading of John 4, 1 through 6 is going to be our New Testament reading. And today I am going to be reading out of a version that I have never read out of before. It is called the Legacy Standard Bible. Psalm 95. Oh, come, let us sing for joy to Yahweh. Let us make a loud shout to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a loud shout to him with songs of praise. For Yahweh is a great God and a great King above all gods, in whose hands are the depths of the earth. The peaks of the mountains are his also. The sea is his, for it was he who made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before Yahweh, our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as Meribah, as in the day of Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers tried me. They tested me, though they had seen my work. For 40 years I loathed that generation, and said, they are a people who wander in their heart, and they do not know my ways. Therefore I swore in my anger, they shall never enter into my rest. The Old Testament reading continues from the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verses 27 through 35. Now it happened on the seventh day that some of the people went out to gather, but they found none. Then Yahweh said to Moses, how long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, Yahweh has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he gives you bread for 2 days on the sixth day. Remain every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the seventh day. So the people rested on the seventh day. And the house of Israel named it manna. And it was like cornel seed, white, and it tasted was like wafers with honey. Then Moses said, this is what Yahweh has commanded. Let an omerful of it be kept throughout your generation, that they may see the bread that I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. And Moses said to Aaron, take a jar and put an omerful of manna in it, and place it before Yahweh, to be kept throughout your generation. As Yahweh commanded Moses, so Aaron placed it before the testimony to be kept. And the sons of Israel ate the manna 40 years, until they came to an inhabited land. They ate the manna until they came to the border of the land of Canaan. The Gospel of John, chapter 4, verses 1 through 6 is our New Testament reading. Therefore, when Jesus knew that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was making and baptizing more disciples than John, although Jesus himself was not baptizing, but his disciples were, he left Judea and went along into Galilee, and he had to pass through Samaria. So he came to a city of Samaria called Sychar, near the field that Jacob gave to his son Joseph, and Jacob's well was there. So Jesus, being wearied from his journey, was sitting thus by the well. It was about the 6th hour. And here ends our readings for the day.